could during training. They're not gonna do it to hurt you or harm you, but it's just a part of training that you are, especially for the Marine Corps, they're very tough and brand. So they're just doing all this stuff to help better you and strengthen you as a human being, and then also as a Marine, because as a Marine you're not weak in any aspect. So that's something that they train you with. Yes.
I got one more question. Like if you try to leave, would they let you leave or not?
The military. So yes, you can you can just leave or retire. So you usually sign a contract for like 4 or 5 years, depending on what it is. So after college, sometimes they make you do a 5-year contract or a 4-year contract. I think the only ways you could leave that early is like medically, obviously. If there's like precedent circumstances and they approve of it, but usually you have to finish out that contract, or you can be dishonorably discharged, which is not good. It's almost like going to jail and have that on your record. So it's not good to have that on your record, but yeah.
Grayson, you had your hand out, you can ask. Okay.
I was asking, like, when you do become, like, in that training thing, do they teach you, like, when it's to be tased and when is it to...
Wait, can you repeat your question and speak up a little? What'd you say?
Like, when you were doing that training, do they teach you the, like, situations or, like, incidents where you need a taser or you need a gun?
Okay, so real quick to answer all your guys' questions. So in the military you have enlisted, you have officers. Those are two different. I don't mean a police officer. So you have like enlisted, which is usually like the grunt or the ground people of the military. They have like officers, which is some people are kind of in charge of different things, and it's just almost like how you have kind of bosses and you have the employees. So the enlisted they're not just employees. You have bosses and the enlisted, but that's kind of how it is. I don't mean a police officer. So you have like officer of a rank, and then you have like enlisted. So not a police officer. But if you're being a police officer in the military, yes, they'll give you all that type of training. Yes.
Cool. Any other questions?
Yeah.
When you're in the military, do you go to war every single day?
No, you don't. You do not go to war every day. Yeah.
So, what happens if you go AWOL?
If you go AWOL, like you just just leave. Well, if you go AWOL, just like any job, but it's a little different in the military because you're essentially owned by the government. If you just go AWOL, leave your job, they're gonna probably try to find you and then see like what's going on, what's happening. Also, you can get in trouble for going AWOL because you can't, in the military, you can't just leave and say, oh yeah, you're not gonna do something. That's not how it works. So it's a little more strict, especially in the military. So you can get in trouble. You can get in a lot of trouble if it's not a reasonable reason for you leaving. You'll still get in trouble though, but yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Me?
Yeah.
Can you whatever job you want to, can you go there
Speak up, baby, speak up.
if you say if you being good and then do you can work wherever you want to when you grow up?
Is that what so you're asking in the military, can I work wherever I want if I'm good? So being good is a good thing, right? It's good to be a good person, but in the military, that's why it's important to, though we don't like to do it, study really hard and do good in school, because in the military, you have to take certain tests, academic tests, also physical tests, but academic tests, and the higher you do, the more they're going to allow you to do whatever job that you pick. So that's why it's good to study and do good in school, because that'll help you. Yes.
I got 2 questions, but I'm just gonna answer one.
Okay.
When you're in orange,
Is that yours that
Can
you
I get
started
an
filling?
orange?
Isn't it that you started filling out?
when you're in the war, what? I did this before. What happened?
Hold on, give her 1 second till she's talking.
That video? Or this?
Oh my God.
I'm good at